Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the grand opening of our brand new patio. I want to welcome Senator Cronin, Representative Kushmer, and Representative Scarsdale here today. They were a big part of getting funding in the Senate for us for this. Also, Town Manager Heather Lemieux and the COA Chairperson Debbie Lincoln. So just to start off, I just want to thank a few people personally who really helped out with this project, kept it moving along, and it started back in October of 2021. We received a grant from Community Foundation of North Central Mass for $7,500, and then it just progressed from there, and with the help of people behind the scenes with expertise and guidance, Town Manager Heather Lemieux, Chairperson Deb Lincoln, former DPW Director Rob Olivia, current DPW Director Bill Bernard, Lunenburg Facilities Director Chris Ruth and Dawn Gagney, our volunteer gardener extraordinaire Helen Balcom, Lunenburg Pollinator Habitat Garden people will come in and make a beautiful garden over there for us. McCarty Engineering, Taylor Davis Landscaping and Construction, Bob Hamill, Jim McQuiggan, and my husband Peter. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the Town Manager, Heather Lemieux.
Thank you, Sue. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to everyone for attending the grand opening of the new ADA-compliant outdoor patio and pavilion space. For everyone that knew what the space looked like a year ago compared to today, even HGTV Outdoor Spaces viewers would be amazed at the transformation. I am beyond excited for what this means for the residents of Lunenburg and those visiting the Lunenburg Adult Activity Center. The town has made accessibility a priority in other areas in town, including Complete Streets project in the center of town, the North Cemetery parking lot, the conceptual plan of what is envisioned for Marshall Park, and this space is an example of how important accessibility is to the town. This space will be another community gathering space and add to the quality of life of our residents. I want to thank everyone that made this possible through their donations and the funding the town received to construct this space, and there are many people that made this possible. Thank you to all the voters who approved funding for this project as part of the fiscal 23 capital plan. Thank you to our state delegation, Senator Cronin, Representative Kushmer, and Representative Scarsdale for advocating for our request for state funds for this project that ultimately was approved as part of the state budget. Thank you to Pete and Deb Lincoln for your generous donations that ensured the construction of the pavilion, sod, and cupola. And thank you to the Community Foundation of North Central Massachusetts, the Eagle House supporters, the state of Peg Gorman, those who donated to the Lunenburg Council on Aging gift account, the Friends of Neshoba Valley Hospital. Without all those mentioned who donated or advocated for funding or voted for funding, we would not be here today. Lastly, I want to add on to what Sue said about everyone else who was responsible through their hard work and dedication to getting this project complete. Chris Ruth, I know, spent a lot of time and effort here, but most, and what was not mentioned is Sue, who we are very grateful for your dedication and your diligence in seeing this project to completion. Sue has worked intimately from beginning to end. So without further ado again, I'll hand it over to the chairman.
I don't have a prepared speech because I'm not good at that. But I do want to first thank the weather gods. Thank you so much. This morning looked a little bleak and I thought we were in trouble again. But in keeping with the weather gods, I first want to thank Chris Ruth, who last Friday was up here putting this cupola on in the rain. We had a real problem with getting it here. It arrived with a damaged copper roof, and when it got here, he said, "We'll get it done," and he did. So thank you to Chris Ruth. He was amazing. Also to Sue and Peter Doherty and Helen Balcom, who were up here on Saturday in the rain, mulching and putting in these mums and pumpkins. Amazing how everybody comes together for a project like this. As the chairman of the COA, I'd like to tell you about our mission, which has been to change the image of the Eagle House to the Lunenburg Adult Activity Center, meaning that we wanted to incorporate more members of our community to understand how important it was to get not just the image of the old people up here, but the vibrant community that we represent with outdoor activities and things for younger people in their 50s. And now we have this beautiful gem where we can have concerts and athletic activities and all kinds of things that will represent our whole community. So thank you to every single person who participated in getting this done. Thank you all.
And now Senator Cronin, a few words.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here with you today. My name is John Cronin. I have the privilege to represent Lunenburg in the Massachusetts Senate. And I'm also really proud to have come from this town and grew up here. And where we stand right now, it's tough to not look around and see how much that the town has changed in the last 20 or 25 years or so, but also appreciate how much the town has invested in itself. And you can start with the senior center here, the library, the new middle high school, the teen center. All those things are incredible investments that so many people in the town have sacrificed for, have given money to, have offered their expertise, their time, have volunteered to make a reality. And it's helped build Lunenburg into what it is today, which is a really special place that invests in itself, that invests in its future, but has also retained its character as a small town here in north central Massachusetts with a real strong rural heritage. So I am just so grateful today to be joined by Representative Mike Kushmer and Representative Margaret Scarsdale, who represent the town in the Massachusetts legislature with me. And everything we do together as a team, and we take that seriously. So together, we work together to secure $100,000 that help make this project a reality. And it is such a beautiful day out here today, and I can't help but think that this is just the first of many times that people here in Lunenburg are going to come together to celebrate our community and to come together, and that's really special. So thank you so much to Susan, to Heather Lemieux, to the select board. I see Chief Gamble and Chief Sullivan here, all the people who work every day to make this town what it is. And today is another milestone in moving the town forward, so thank you.
Now Representative Mike Kushmer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Just very simply, is there any community that does it better than Lunenburg? I mean, it's just incredible to see what is possible when everyone comes together, when they're on the same page, everyone's rowing in the same direction, and it's really just remarkable to see the collaboration and all of the players who are here today across both the elected leadership, but most importantly, the voters, the volunteers, those who step up and do the work each and every day, and certainly the staff who just, who drive this thing home. And so, Ms. Doherty, thank you for everything you do for our community, and Heather Lemieux, thank you for being such just an amazing partner for us. Senator Cronin said, everything we do as a delegation, we do together. And that's true. Senator Cronin, homegrown talent here. There's no better Senate partner to work with. And across the State House, as representatives, we try to make a point not to say anything nice about our Senate companions, but we make an exception for Senator Cronin because truly just is the best of the best to collaborate with, and I'm just so thankful to be partnered with Margaret Scarsdale in representing the town of Lunenburg. But that cohesiveness and that unity that we have as a delegation, it comes from the stage being set and the direction being set at a local level. And it comes from all of you who are here today. You know who you are, but just about everybody here has played a role, both in today and just setting the stage for the continued growth and prosperity of Lunenburg as a town. You set that direction. It's you who provide that blueprint for our collaboration at a state level. So let's keep up the good work. Thank you all for allowing us the opportunity and the privilege to play a small role in getting to this point today. With that, I'd like to welcome my House colleague, Margaret Scarsdale.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. It is wonderful to be here and celebrate with you today. I remember many months ago, I walked out of the building with Sue, and this was basically a blank slate. And she said, well, I'll have this here, and we'll have this here, and I'm trying to imagine it, and I thought it would be amazing. But when I walked out the door this time and saw it, I really gasped because it's tremendous, and I'm so happy that Lunenburg has such an asset. I just want to say, when I look at this spot, this is what happens when someone has a vision. And this is what happens when a community comes together to work on that vision. And this is what happens when people do roll up their sleeves, come together, and work tirelessly to make it a reality. I am honored to serve with Senator Cronin, Representative Kushmer, and to serve the town of Lunenburg, our chiefs. I know there's some select board members here. I see the planning board, Council on Aging, Heather. Just thank you so much, and let's enjoy the rest of the day.
Okay, so what's a ribbon cutting ceremony without a large pair of scissors? Right, Pete? He didn't hear me.
You seem too gleeful with those large scissors.
I've been having fun. I've been having a lot of fun. Okay, everybody up? We can push this right back.
And our delegation's gift today is that none of us will be touching the guitar. We're going to leave that to the professionals.
Okay, come on up, everyone. Ready? I hope they're sharp. So enjoy the food from the Dog Father, the hot dog truck. It's all sponsored by the supporters of the Eagle House. And enjoy the music of the Sunshine Boys, who brought the sunshine today. Have fun. Thank you.
I mean, since I've been here only just a little over almost 2 years now, it's the best thing that's ever happened here. Just out here before was just all just grass and shrubs and trees, and you did have a cornhole out here. But this is, when Sue ever said that they were going to do this, and it was going to be all done by the end of September, 1st of October, I'm like, sure it is. But this is beautiful.